Senior-most professor of Manipur Department, Professor S. Sanatombi becomes first woman vice-chancellor in charge of Manipur University. Congress party members stormed Indian Oil Corporation's oil depot at Malum, chanting various slogans against rising prices of petrol, diesel and cooking gas. Free hepatitis C treatment will be provided in 7 more districts and free hepatitis B treatment at Janims and Rims Hospital starting this year. Manipur reports 4 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. No COVID fatality in the last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 371. And India locks single-day spike of 11,427 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's daily above 1,757,000. Recovery rate reaches 97%. Hello and welcome to Impact News, watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Manipur University now gets the first woman vice-chancellor in charge. Senior-most professor of Manipur University's Manipur Department, Professor S. Sanatombi, has been appointed as vice-chancellor in charge of Manipur University. She has been appointed as per an order issued under Manipur University Act 2005, Statute 2 Clause 6 by Manipur University's Registrar Professor W. Chandababu. Professor S. Sanatombi is replacing Vice-Chancellor in charge Professor Amar Yumnam, whose term has ended. Congress party members today stormed the Indian Oil Corporation's oil depot at Malum, chanting various slogans against the rising prices of petrol, diesel and cooking gas. Members of Manipur Pradesh Youth Congress Committee, National Student Union of India and Sevadalt of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee jointly carried out the protest. Speaking to media, General Secretary of Manipur Pradesh Youth Congress, Sarungbam Johnny, urged the state government to immediately take actions to curb the price hike of essential commodities. Speaking to media, President of the NSUI Manipur State Unit, P. Bamkim Chandra, expressed disappointment over the plights facing students due to hike in transportation fares owing to increased fuel prices.
Hanadagi, Tankalaka Lavasida, Handabagi Mohuta, I the perpetual manner Adam Leptana, how Tankalakpa, Adigi Chatung gas or Naribahuzik subsidy, happy 950 euro. The same Haraka, the BJP government, Akoida, compelled the Holopaita, Akoida, Akoida, Akoigi, Tangai knitting sa, Akoi, demand of Zamani Prazamoina.
Akoi Malemgi, Huzik crude oil gimaman, Asuki Matik Honge, Suk Hong Bamatamsida, India, Manipur, the Tau gimaman, Asam Tang is Ikarigino, India, the Gihana Makata and Labor backward, Akoi underdeveloped countries mayam amadana petrol gi diesel gi maman se asuki matik low oina moina market ta thadok pangamaga India na kaidau bagi su am tang na thado ino kadai da kairi tawrga season nariba paisa no basi praja da gi chuppi basi aduna athuba matamda BJP sarkar both at the center and the state petrol diesel gas gi maman hanthan bigadabani mahairoi khunai da awaba chaitheng pibigano.
All Manipur Student Union AMSU held one-day open discussion on transportation fare for passenger service at Imakuntokhanbi Sanglent in DM College campus today. Thobal to Imphal passenger vehicle service drivers condemned the police for issuing fines upon them for carrying more than 50% passengers, citing that the transport department allows carrying of 80% passenger capacity. The drivers also said they charge only 50% fare from students in uniforms.
सरकार की साइड की सबसाना मसीगी पोसिमा असुक लौदमनी हाइबदुमा गेजेट अमा हाइतारे मियामदा खंगना मसीगमा थोक्तबा तारगदी मसी एखोय ड्राइवर सिंह की साइड जो कया लौगदमनो हाइबसी सबसाना मसी खंगमंगमदबना मरम मोरगा मसी हौजे हौजे एखोय ड्राइवर सिंह जिना अपा अपा मोंगदा लौनबगी मरम अमखकने हाइबसी मसी आइना आइगी मोतम को पिजरगी
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯧꯕꯥꯜꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯒꯥꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯁꯔꯤꯗꯩꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁ 12 ꯐꯥꯎ ꯇꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯇꯣꯡꯉꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯂꯧꯗꯕꯁꯨ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯦꯜꯂꯛ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟꯗꯨ ꯄꯨꯔꯥ ꯄꯤꯊꯣꯛꯑꯝꯃꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯑꯣꯛꯇꯣꯕꯔ ꯑꯗꯨꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯑꯣꯔꯗꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯝꯃꯤꯕ ꯃꯤ 14ꯁꯤ 8 ꯄꯨꯔꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯗꯕꯜ ꯚꯔꯥ ꯂꯧꯑꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯚꯔꯥꯗꯨ ꯂꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯄꯨꯖꯗꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁ ꯊꯥꯅꯥꯅ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯆꯦꯛ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯃꯤ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯄꯨꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯀꯩꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯇꯤꯌꯥꯔ ꯀꯛꯎ 2,000 ꯄꯤꯌꯨ 5 ꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯣꯏꯒ ꯌꯥꯅꯕ ꯃꯔꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯩ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯩꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯤꯖꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯤꯗꯣ ꯍꯥꯞꯆꯗꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯅꯦꯕ
4 resolutions were taken at the open discussion on transportation fare for passenger service. The resolutions are to urge the relevant authority to decrease the prices of petrol and diesel, 50% concession on transport fares for students, to urge the government to hold full operation of transport services and to revise fares by the Transport Department.
Mamal hengat pasi matang go chunaba amadi hengat pham to gosu kadai de hengat piyai haibagi adugumbai matangda gazette notification ama thongna bagi puning chingchan bagi udama epson lojaragani loinana ngasi thau mamal adugi mati hengalaiba amadi gari gi parching myama mamal hengalaiba myam sing sisu paliba lengak amadi concern authority da haiba si mamal lemning bada lepiba sigi matang da su memoidam am pisanjaraga epson su yam kumna monitor towerni na eba myam da thamjari manipur gi mahiro sing leibiriba myam sing gi damaktadi transport facility chatpa matamsida 50% concession sima sujo shedana tawbiu na lebak miyam da amadi transportation gi maigi desu appeal tawjari
Hike in transport fare owing to increased prices of petrol and diesel has hit hard every nook and corner of the state. Joint student body of Churachandpur-based students organization KSO, HSA, JSF and MZP has condemned recent fare hike by Diesel Auto Association Churachandpur. Speaking to media at HSA hostel, Rinkai Churachandpur today, spokesperson of the student body NJ Baite condemned the hike and warrant of hesitation. Meanwhile, Diesel Auto Association Churachandpur today halted services against the request by the student bodies to lower the fare. Free treatment of hepatitis C patients will be provided at 7 more districts of the state, and free treatment for hepatitis B will be provided at Janims and Rims Hospital starting this year. Speaking exclusively to Impact News today about the ongoing progress of National Viral Hepatitis Control Program launched in 2019 with an aim to eradicate hepatitis from India by 2030, State Nodal Officer of National Viral Hepatitis Control Program Dr. R.K. Rosi said testing facility of hepatitis B and C are available in 9 districts of the state since the program launch of the program in the state. She added that treatment facility of hepatitis C in these districts were available even though treatment facility for hepatitis B is not available yet. Dr. R.K. Rosi added that testing of hepatitis C commenced in the 7 new districts last year has an arrangement have been made to provide free treatment for this year. She also said relevant departments have been apprised to provide free treatment and testing facility at Wangoi CHC in Imphal West District and Sawambung PHC in Imphal East District.
training yaudana khoi gi program se hobu yadabanina adu training asi matik chana khoi piba ma darka oi training togadori basi medical officers adagi testing togadori ba lab technicians aduga data entry togadori ba data manager sing asimba sing asi khoina testing asi mapung phana tawraga su data asi khoi upload togdraga di yadabanina khoi sing asi matang phase naina khoi ji training tawjarani kaigumba training asi khoina hek complete tawraga di khoi sungsoi soidana masi treatment gi khudung chaba adu phangan jagani aduga sagi hepatitis C asi natana hepatitis B hariba treatment asi akoi hosi phawada hidak langthak asi laktabana maram moraga hoba ngamjade adubu athuba matamda masi hariba hepatitis B ase asi su koi hawzarani.
Responding to Impact News query about the present insufficient staff to make the National Viral Hepatitis Control Program successful, Dr. Rosie said State Cabinet has approved to recruit more staff. She said required staff for testing and treatment centers at Janims, Reams and 16 districts will be recruited soon.
Anoba program oibanina manpower gi adum problem leitaba nate aduga manpower gi akhoi approve to birakpasing asisu akoina mase sida lobang ngamdri haijariba hoje covid na yamna kuina chetheng asi phangubadagi asigumba recruitment gi process asisu delay togi aduba hojekti akoi advertisement to bahuzare aduna mathang akoina darkar leba akhoi manpower sing asi akhoi hoje launana ba tawjari kariguba manpower sing asi loba taragadi akhoi sungsho soidana akoina Zariba aduga masigi elimination of viral hepatitis by 2030 haibase masi akhoi pandamasi thunganba haibadi masi akhoi soidan achieve topa ngamgadra haina khanjei.
Education Minister Sorok Khaibam Razan visited colleges and schools in Imphal West and Imphal East district today. As a part of the ongoing inspection visit to colleges and schools, the Education Minister visited Manipur College, Maharaj Buddha Chandra College, Modern College, Porompat Standard College, Kongba Ideal College, Akampat and Eastern Model Government High School, Akampat. During his visit, the minister inspected classrooms and checked whether classes are being conducted by following COVID-19 SOPs. The education minister was accompanied by Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly, Yumnam Khamchan, as Razan instructed school and college authorities to properly maintain SOPs. He also checked attendance register of both teaching and non-teaching staff of the colleges and warranted irregular and absentee staffs will be penalized accordingly. Employees of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department have condemned the assault of the department's Deputy Director Headquarters and Manjurja allegedly by the department's Contract Director and Joymati. Members of All Manipur Horticulture and Soil Conservation Technologies Association and Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Manipur carried out a protest demonstration in front of the department at Sandenthong today. Protesters condemned the contract director for assaulting the senior-most officer of the department. They appealed to the relevant authorities to intervene and resolve the matter before it enlarges. Taking part in the protest, President of the association, K. Dev Dutta, condemned the assault, which allegedly occurred on January 27. He urged the government to review its decision to reappoint a retired director as the department's director on contract basis and appoint other efficient officers of the department as a director.
Contract basis ta director hapa iba midugi specialty na karino lairiba khoi na matik chadra qualification da khenabra natraga experience da khenabra natraga na working experience natraga magi background lairiba knowledge da khenabra karina hen bagi da makta kari specialty da hairiba contract ta pothagraba mi amabu thangjilakpagi maram si kaino haibase masi association sina hangdaba ngamoi khanabiraga reconsider tobiraga relook tobidna review tobidna masi su yaraga di phangbam tokpa additional director hauji regular da lairibase mangwanda hena matik charabani Mangwanda sinabidana cooperation ekoi ma'am employee ma'am se cordially yam nungaina thabak tawduna government gi mateng pangba amadi government gi chaba aningbado pangthokpa ngamnaba masi ekoi honajagi government da masim tanga I request tawjari.
Speaking to media, Cashier of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Department, Muhammad Slamuddin, confirms that Contract Director and Joymati assaulted Deputy Director Headquarters and Mazurja on January 27th after a heated argument over some official matters.
Office expenditure matang dane office expenditure ina kai hana satkibno adu paraga koi matters de sakiba hamamang republic de satkibagi statement shaming aida koi quarter sanga kana sanga matung ma pesa thammane athamma matung je ko director na saura adu ma kha sauna ba dum khade dum leire leibudu ge director na hoga koi quarter sina hogalaga pesa thamma me thamma hogalaga mana pesa ru pairaga he quarter manang thaba he quarter de thong khang de haido sa mana koi staff ani sine nupim sa sen do ga nupi ni na ko na director duna nupi Talk, a queen in a quarter Piraga, so keep pine of the target, Hogan don't ever don't know. Ah, Compana call, but didn't hang on Canada basis, then Kuang target.
Poirai Leimarol Mairapaibi Apunba Manipur observed the 17th death anniversary of the Ima Kombi at Sana Kaitel, Lamphel today. Attendees paid floral tribute at her memorial in Sana Kaitel, where Ima Kombi breathed his last. Speaking at the observance, social scientist Denavi Laishram applauded Ima Kombi for her notable efforts against human rights violations since 1980. He stressed on the need to follow the ideals of the then Mairapaibi leaders to bring peace and progress in the society. Leaders of the various civil society organizations, Mairapaibi groups and women associations took part in the event.
Mairapaibi ki khwaidagi kanba magi sakti je masi kaithen da leibani Mairapaibi hawdor pasu kaithen dagini ahan manupilan hawdor pasu kaithen dagini ani subu nupilan hawdor pasu kaithen dagini matam mamada rajniti yawba kaithen kabi nupi leremde Manipuri mapam loinamak dagi loin lakbanina horen hangraga Mairapai da nungdang amu leirukanda matam dagi wathok lanthok tawgadaba lalong strategy everything moi loi khanga khadna nei Tabak singji tawbadi yang effective oirameba adubu ngasidi ayamba kaithen kabisi Mairapaibi ki ihogdagi lapthok khibagumna ubase yam thuna section na yehobu changi.
People continue to pollute the Nambold River running in the heart of the Imphal city despite efforts by government and various civil society bodies to save the river. Except for those areas where riverbank gardens have been set up, major part of the riverbanks remained in a deplorable condition with mounds of dirt. Residents along the river bank reminiscence that the river water was once consumable. They appeal to the authorities concerned to raise awareness and place dustbin on either side of the Nambold river bank. Residents also suggest that MLAs concerned or the relevant department should sanction some funds to local clubs nearby the river bank and instruct clubs the members to check against polluting the river.
Hana akoi ising choga sadana khotna loina tawram adu wahti yam thi morle mori himarang kari yam jinji pap ta ana basi hoi mase khangna bam ta dasbin khar thambi badar kar hoi mi si loina manati amaga loin khen lubanan ba hai basi isai sa tarka aina doctor gati naran puntuagadi namam thautra
Isa na yan ta adam ne basi post ne hoji ising yam darka oi ba pon ha bi yungi pukhi le na tre lam le tamni na toren nungren naran ba se apui thauni ai gi isai pukhi ne khalaga season biu ado phataudi thadaraga ahing da holaga phataudi khara thada adagi di kano kha tawsat adum se tawbi da na ba cha na tang gyan ta na ne khaga kano tawbi raga di singba ma yokhot pa se ai gi daitani habdo adu khanbi raga tawbiu.
Raja Sri Biga Chandra Cultural Foundation Manipur distributed pensions to 50 temple workers of Sri Sri Govindaji Temple today. Foundation President Chongtham Guni Leima, advisor Samurai Lakpam Satya Burma, members and donors took part in the event. Speaking on the occasion, Vice Chairman of Sri Sri Govindaji Temple Board, Ketrigao MLA Nagpam Indrajit said, provision of pension is a long cherished dream of the foundation. He said foundation distributed pension to 50 senior beneficiaries for the first phase. Speaking to media, Treasurer of Raja Sri Biga Chandra Cultural Foundation Manipur, Takhe Langpam Irabot said the pension was provided acknowledging the dedication of the temple workers during the coronavirus-induced total shutdown.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯦꯕꯥ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯂꯃꯟꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯇꯦꯛꯇ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯅꯥꯗꯦꯛꯇꯅ ꯆꯍꯤ 5ꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥꯁꯦ ꯐꯪꯕ ꯉꯝꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯔꯥꯙꯥ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯤꯁꯅꯅ ꯆꯥꯟꯕꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯄꯤꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯑꯍꯥꯟꯕ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯂꯃꯟꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯪꯗ ꯑꯍꯜ ꯂꯃꯟꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯃꯛꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯖꯕꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯚꯩꯒꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯐꯥꯎꯟꯗꯦꯁꯟꯅ ꯑꯆꯧꯕ ꯏꯅꯣꯠ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯤꯕꯅꯦꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯊꯝꯖꯒꯦ ꯆꯍꯤ 5ꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯐ ꯇꯥꯏꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯉꯝꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯒꯦꯅꯁꯨ ꯈꯟꯖꯔꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯟꯗꯦꯁꯟꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯝꯒꯗꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯏꯁꯣꯔꯅ ꯄꯤꯅꯕꯤꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯝꯃꯤꯉꯩ ꯇꯧꯖꯒꯦꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯈꯟꯖꯔꯤ
ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯦꯟꯁꯤꯟ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯄꯤꯖꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡꯗꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯉꯛꯅ ꯊꯣꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯃꯔꯝꯗꯤ ꯑꯣꯖꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ 200 ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯚꯥꯔꯥꯅ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯆꯠꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯃꯄꯥ ꯆꯥꯖꯗꯦ ꯇꯧꯕꯇꯕꯨ ꯒꯣꯕꯤꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯦꯕꯥꯀꯥꯔꯤ ꯒꯣꯕꯤꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯒꯣꯕꯤꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯤꯃꯂꯅꯤ ꯈꯪꯉꯒ ꯈꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕꯁꯤ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯨꯅ ꯔꯥꯖꯥꯁꯤ ꯚꯩꯒꯆꯟꯗ꯭ꯔ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯦꯜ ꯐꯥꯎꯟꯗꯦꯁꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯂꯨꯛꯅ ꯍꯪꯒꯠꯆꯔꯤ.
Brahmapur Kala Sangam condoled the untimely demise of versatile Manipuri film actor Sagolsem Danamanjari. Residents of Moising today carried out a protest rally at Moising demanding justice for minor boy Rivas, who was found dead in a pond under suspicious circumstances. Scuffle erupted when Thawal police tried to foil the protesters. Police resorted to firing tear gas shells to contain the situation, injuring a woman from Thawal Moising in the act. She was rushed to a nearby hospital. Many irate protesters coming from Moising Awanglekai Community Hall towards Thawal DC complex were intercepted by a team of Thawal police at Thawal Moising and Sagol Tongba. Thawal DC and Bandana and Thawal SP met with representatives of the GEC form against the death case. Following assurance by the district and meant of taking necessary legal actions as per the post-mortem report, the hesitation subsided. Deceased Riva's mother has expressed sadness that they still don't have access to her son's post-mortem report, stating that non-disclosure of the post-mortem report creates even more suspicion. She appealed to the authorities concerned to solve the case without further delay. It may be recalled that 4-year-old Ribas Khan of Thawal Moising went missing on January 19 afternoon and his body was found in a neighboring pond on January 24. United Development Organization has also appealed to the government to solve the case at the earliest.
January gi dang 2021 gi Thawal language in the leba sahi mari gi Ribas Khan ko ban pama sama dang trampal da aiba pukhi sida taki hainam mit tarukni thubada aiba mafam sidagi phangkhibani mi amana thatraga masi akhoi phangbani haina lauje police ki verification tawbiraga investigation matik chana tawbiraga masigi oiba asengmadu puthopinaba UDO gi maikaidagi thamjari.
Nurses and multitasking staff recruited on contract basis by the state government carried out protest demonstration today demanding their regularization. Taking part in the protest days at State Family Welfare Training Center Hostel Complex in Lamphel, a multitasking staff named S. Kogan said that the State Health Directorate recruited 150 staff nurses and 100 MTAs to tackle the COVID-19 outbreak. He said they were deployed at 3 COVID centers located at Lamboy Konangkong, RT Wing Plumfeld and Yunako Matra. The contract staff have appealed to extend their services and also to release their 4-month pending salary at the earliest. Irate protesters tried to carry a protest rally till the Health Directorate, but police prevented them. Later, police allowed only 3 representatives to meet the Health Director.
Hujik Ladiba, staff sing asi health department gi any sector amada dispensary the season agera hangdu lairo post automatic haidi MTS su hangalei nurse su hangalei haiba nobody equipment lobui muhutta akhoi ne use to biraga akhoi makhata na department gi seba to phangjaki ge loina na makhata rak poina akhoi gi salary gi matang da akhoi gi adugi matik chawba mi total 650 mu pulamak absorb to banga moi haibagi matang da tolo pi bangam da bai problem si gi matang da problem jin oidana akhoi ju lakthok pini haibagi mayam ma tare akhoi na hujik pa mi si akhoi makhata na thabak chi tawba ya na bagi government na thaba si pure contract oina onthok piraga akhoi gi nurse na hojik daily basis ta 1000 MTS na 500 pi ba si akhoi gi per day da pi ba si akhoi gi 50% hana reduction tawga akhoi bu department si gi seba tawba phangjagi ge.
Manipur reported 4 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 948 test results received today. As per the State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 29,072, out of which 139 are active cases. There is no COVID-19 death case reported in the last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 371. 9 people were discharged in the last 24 hours, rising the recovered cases to 28,562. State's recovery rate has reached 98.24%. All the 4 newly infected persons are from the general population. There are 1 each from Imphal West, Imphal East, Taubalt and Senapati district. So far, 4,373 beneficiaries have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in Manipur. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Panthibi Housing Finance Company Limited, regulated by RBI, specified as a financial institution by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India under SURFACE Act 2002. First license holder public limited housing finance company in the entire northeastern region of India, completed its 15 years of service. Provides home loan with the subsidy amount up to rupees 2.67 lakh under PMAY credit linked subsidy scheme, PMAY CLSS Housing for All by 2022 mission. Government or private employees, businessmen can apply. For more details, kindly contact Panthibi Housing Finance Company Limited or reporter on Mamlaikai Imphal.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India has recorded a single-day spike of 11,427 new cases of COVID-19, taking the country's COVID-19 caseload to 1,07,57,610 in the last 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, death toll has reached 1,54,392. On the positive note, recovered cases have reached 1,04,34,983 with 11,858 new recoveries. Country's recovery rate touches 97%. Kerala has the highest infection of above 71,000 active cases. Over 37 lakhs people have been vaccinated against coronavirus in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 10 crore 35 lakhs 94,000 people. Above 2 crores 2 lakhs 39,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 7 crore 52 lakhs 16,000. USA has the highest infection of above 99 lakhs 11,000 active cases in the world, followed by India and Brazil. China stands at 83rd position with 1,614 active cases of COVID-19. State Institute of Journalism to begin 6-month integrated media studies course today. Department of Information and Public Relations organized the event at the IPR Auditorium in Kesampad. Speaking on the occasion, senior journalist Pradeep Fanjaubam stressed on the need to provide up-to-date journalism courses to budding journalists to the state. He also encouraged journalists to keep up with daily events and report facts without fear. Taking part in the event, IPR Director H. Balkrishna said, State Institute of Journalism has been providing various courses on journalism to students. He assured of further efforts to produce efficient journalists from the state.
The history is that Ihan Hanba drafts can ige heritage with journalism in never. A sigi responsibilities of Kangam the Kari when he reports a record in the Hodini, a Kutung Lakara historian ma'am Sigi, Machaka Moina, with Moi, so input Moin, the Hodini has Kalaga when you got used to without. Other than adjustments, as I had crucial in her age, there's a quickie conflict situations in Siradi. Sigi crucial is Amuni Helium.
Renowned cookie singer Benny Kongsai breathed his last at Sky Hospital in Imphal today. He was 54. Benny Kongsai was admitted to Sky Hospital following a heart attack on January 24. It may be mentioned that Benny Kongsai also served as editor of Jolha for both Cookie and English editions. Cookie Civil Societies, Cookie Inpi Chorchampur, KRC, Kongsai Inpi General Headquarter, Kongsai Student Organization General Headquarter, Cookie Kangklai Longpi Cookie Artists Progressive Union, Cookie Film Development Association, and Kongsai Jaila Lond have offered condolences over the untimely demise of the eminent singer. Mayang Imphal MLA cum Deputy Speaker Kongkham Robindra has encouraged youth to take up enterprises by availing benefits of various government schemes. He was speaking on the sidelines of laying a memorial at Mayang Imphal Bengal Law Court in reverence to the minor girl of the Imphal West district who was gang raped last September. Robindra also assured of providing safe drinking water to every household of Mayang Imphal constituency by 2022. Meanwhile, 42 kings of the area have extended solidarity to BJP.
अखोगी मायंग फा केंद्र सिदा नहा सिंग तोकपिरो तौबो याबा सरकार की थबक नते अतोप तौबो याबा थबक मैम लेरी ऑनरेबल सीएम नसु स्टार्ट स्कीम स्टैंड अप स्कीम लौबई सिंगुबई मैम बिथरी मैम जे थोलक्तरगदी कनाना पिरुनी थोगलागा पियु हागदम थोगलागा ऑनलाइन दा हुजी कोरोना मरक सिदा लाखपदो नुवाइते मी मैम तौबो नुवाइते ना ऑनलाइन दा थाबु थारमने तसेंग थबक तौगे हेतादी थबा म तौगे हेतादी थाबिउ दुम फंगमनि दुम सुक्था थाद्रगा फमगा मतेंग तोरक्ते सरकार मतेंग तोरक्ते हरगदी सुम काना रोइबा स्टार्टअप थालो येन लोगे वेगरा चेंगुम थागेरा कई थागे के म तौगे दो फजना तौगे हेतादी स्टार्टअप ता फजना हफ्सम बिउ स्टैंड अप ता फजना हफ्सम बिउ दुम सरकार की मकेदे जो खरा दो जो मतेंग दुम तरोकनी.
Construction of the Wongu PHC water supply scheme under Jao Jivan Mission scheme at Wongu Tampalai Rembi Hilltop is 80% completed. The water supply scheme aims to provide safe drinking water to more than 1,000 residents of Wongu GP Ward number 2, 4, 7 and 8 of Sugnu constituency. Speaking to media on the sidelines of an inspection visit at the water supply scheme, Secretary of the Wongu Plant and Hill Development Society A. Safaba expressed happiness that residents in the area will now get safe drinking water for a long time.
JJMI Makada Bakachariba, Wangudangasi, water supply, among the Gasidani say Taragi, Mamanga, Akui, Sing Tako Pangam the Bazaga, Kapumkara, Sidagina, Wangu Sandago, Wangu Walikai, Wangu Samukol, Wangu Hodamba, Nasimba, Akui Hana, Sing Takwa Tara and Pangam the Basinga City, on urban, Simni Sergi Bin, Masamana Lapa the Gidinga City, we Wanguda, Sing Taku Pangusangasi, Atumatamda, we Wangu Prajada, Gasidani say Tarahena, Sing Tapo Pangam the Bazaga Singasi, Azi, Atumutan Pangani.
Awareness program for consumers under Eat Right Challenge was held at Khongzom Bazaar Community Hall today. Food Safety Administration Thawal organized the program under District Administration Thawal. Experts of the Food Safety Department gave resourceful insights on the food adulteration, healthy diets and food tasting etc. at the event. Shillong Manipur Students' Union has expressed discontentment over the substandard condition of the Manipur House at Laitung Kra in Shillong. Press release from a union said the property is being utilized inappropriately by some individuals at whims and urged Chief Minister and Biren to look into the matter at the earliest. Technopol District Police has carried out jungle operation to curb illegal entry at the Indo-Myanmar border. The operation was carried out in forest areas of 3 villages along the border from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. today. A team including More Police OC Commando led by additional SP Operation M. Amit under the supervision of Technopol District Police SP TH Bikramjit carried out the operation in the forests of S. Laijang Village, Mumpi Village and Govazang Village. Myanmaris who were found entering More illegally during the operation were turned back. No one was arrested during the operation. Proscribed NRFM has denied any connection to a 37-years-old Frit Sabam Soni, son of PH Manglem, from Uripok Baspati Maningleka, who was arrested by Manipur Police Commando from Mantripukri, Chumbrai Thong on January 30. Press release from Information and Publicity Secretary of NRFM, Sanazawa says Frit Sabam Soni has no connection whatsoever with NRFM. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented Union Budget 2021-2022 in the Lok Sabha with a wish to lay a vision of the Atmanirbhar Bharat today. The proposal aims to strengthen the Sankhlap of Nation First, doubling farmers' income, strong infrastructure, healthy India, good governance, opportunities for youth, education for all, women empowerment and inclusive development among others. Senior citizens of 75 years of age and having only pension income are exempted for filing their income tax return. Government announced Jal Jeevan Mission with an outlay of rupees 2.87 lakhs crore for 4,378 urban local bodies. Presenting the Union Budget for 2021-22, Nirmala Sitharaman said Swachh Bharat 2.0 will be implemented with an outlay of 1,41,678 crore rupees over a period of 5 years. In order to boost manufacturing in India, the Finance Minister also announced a production-linked incentive PLI scheme with an outlay of rupees 1.97 lakh crores for 5 years starting this fiscal. She said that a scheme of mega investment textile park in addition to PLI scheme will be launched, adding that the government will also introduce the bill to set up a development financial institution with an outlay of rupees 20,000 crore. For the first time, this year's Union Budget is available only in a digital format. It can be accessed through the mobile app Union Budget, both on Android and iOS platform. Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi had approved the budget for the fiscal year 2021-22. As per established tradition, the Finance Minister met the President at the Rashtrapati Bhavan before heading to Parliament. Myanmar's military seized power on Monday in a coup against the democratically elected government of Nobel laureate Aung San Suu Kyi. Elected State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi and other senior leaders from the ruling party of Myanmar National League for Democracy were detained in early morning raids. The detention reportedly comes hours before the meeting of the newly elected parliament scheduled to begin today. Myanmar had witnessed days of escalating tension between the civilian government and the military that still faced for a coup in the aftermath of the election. However, no official statement or announcement has been made by the government or the military on this issue till Monday morning. The army said it had carried out the detention in response to election fraud, handing power to military chief Min Aung Hlaing and imposing a state of emergency for 1 year, according to a statement on a military-owned television station. Phone lines to the capital, Naypyidaw, and the main commercial center of Yangon were not reachable, and the state TV went off hours before Parliament had been due to sit for the first time since the NLD's landslide election win in November, viewed as a referendum on Suu Kyi's flagging democratic government. Meanwhile, top United Nations leadership has strongly condemned their detention. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres voiced concern over transfer of powers to the military, calling it a serious blow to democratic reforms in the country. Now the sports news. Blue Hawk Krai defeated Al Anmin Leeland by a massive 36 runs in the 5th leg match of the ongoing 5th MNCA W Prahada and W Ramananda cricket tournament at Luang Pokpa Cricket Stadium in Luang Sangbam today. Opting to bat first, Blue Hawk Krai made 110 runs for 30 overs and 5 bowls with 10 wickets down. El Ronson and Gautam Saubam made 36 and 27 runs respectively, while Al Anmin Leeland bowler Nawaz took 4 wickets and Basir Rahman took 3 wickets in the inning. Batting second, Al Anmin Leeland managed only 80 runs in 27 overs and 5 balls with 10 wickets down and lost the match by 36 runs. Mohammad Basit made 53 runs while Blue Hawk Krai bowler M. Pritam took 4 wickets and Romania Roy took 3 wickets in the inning. Romania Roy was adjudged man of the match title. Altogether, 12 teams are competing in the tournament. PTRC Patsoy will play against Trau Kwakatil in the 6th leg match tomorrow. DYC Trophy Men's 7A-side Village Open Football Tournament under the aegis of Decent Youth Club, Kana Rock kicked off at DYC Playground. Speaking at the event, YAS Director T. Pulent MCS appealed to parents to encourage their children to take part in sports activities besides academic studies. He also appealed parents to extend support in producing efficient players. Director of Sericulture S. Kunjakisor, MSPCL Deputy Director and Ranendra, Amuka President Nando Luwang, Managing Director of Radiant Points Private Limited, Romy Meite, and eminent persons of DYC attended the event. In the first leg match of the tournament, Watford Thobal Wangkem defeated YDCC Kairao, which have Kairao MLA El Rameshwar as a player by 3-2. For the winners, and Orland, Premzit and Bonison scored 1 goal each, while the losing goals were scored by Manishana and Rohit. 20 teams divided into 4 groups are competing in the tournament. Second leg match will be played tomorrow. KSDO Kiamgai, RCT Malont and MPSC Manipur Central Jail defeated their opponents in the respective league matches of the ongoing 5th MNCA-led cricket tournament held under the aegis of Manipur Cricket Association. In the match played at Thobal Muizing Ground, MPSC Manipur Central Jail defeated Kongba Cricket Club by a massive 35 runs. Opting to bat first, MPSC Manipur Central Jail met 157 runs for 35 overs with 7 wickets down in the inning. Responding to which, batting second, Kongba Cricket Club met just 118 runs for 31 overs with 10 wickets and lost the match by 35 runs. MPSC bowler Bijoy Kumar Bag man of the match title, while in the league match, the Langtabal Public Ground, RCT Malom beat Mulvalai New Lambulant by 31 runs to secure the winner title. Batting first, RCT Malom met 55 runs for 36 overs and 5 balls with 10 wickets down. Batting second, Mulvalai New Lambulant met 121 runs for 30 overs and 2 balls with 10 wickets down and lost the match by 31 runs. RCT Malom bowler J. Cruzum took 4 wickets to clinch man of the match title. The league match at Orrington College and Modern Higher Secondary School ground was delayed owing to unforeseen circumstances. KSDO Kiamgai batted first and met 199 runs for 30 overs with 8 wickets down. While batting first, second, PTCC Patsoi met 80 runs for 23 overs and 10 wickets down and lost the match to KSDO Kiamgai by a massive 119 runs. KSDO Kiamgai bowler Sa Nawaz was adjudged man of the match title. 3 league matches of the tournament will be held tomorrow. Youth Welfare Club today started 3-month football coaching camp for under 15 at Tabalkong of the Imphal East District. Imphal East Jila Parishad Upa-Adhyaksha Khetri Tama, Tabalkong GP Pradhan Kwizam Ong Biroma and AMFA members were present on the occasion. Upa-Adhyaksha Khetri Tama distributed uniform to the participants. Former official of Manipur Cricket Association, Usam Jasobanta, has passed away. He breathed his last at his residence in Thangmeiban, Timnam Lekai this morning. It may be mentioned that Jasobanta took keen interest in cricket since his early days. He was a player of Cyclone Cricket Club. He took active roles in all the initiatives carried out by Manipur Cricket Association to uplift cricket sport. Members of Manipur Cricket Association and close companions of Jasobanda eulogized him and observed 2 minutes silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. They also shared grief of the bereaved family members. Apunba Manipur, Huyen Lalong, Lub Manipur, Nahalongmi Marup, Kairangkandi and all Assam JB Association Assam kick off 3-day Thangta training camp today. The game is being held on the team Mayai Kaba Chinjak Tagi Lapthok Tuna Sinta Minerasi at Kasar Karandi. President of All Assam Manipur Student Union, P. Nilakanda, All Assam JB Association Assam Advisor, T.H. Nalin Kumar, Assistant General Secretary of the Apunba Manipur Huyen Langrong Lupt, O. Wangmataba, were among those present on the occasion. More than 50 Thangta players are taking part in the game. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Senior Most Professor of Manipuri Department, Professor S. Sanatombi, become first woman Vice Chancellor in charge of Manipur University. Congress party members storm Indian Oil Corporation's oil depot at Malom, chanting various slogans against rising prices of petrol, diesel and cooking gas. Free hepatitis C treatment will be provided in 7 more districts and free hepatitis B treatment at Jennings and Rims Hospital starting this year. Manipur reports 4 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, no COVID fatality in last 24 hours. Death toll remains at 371. And India logs single-day spike of 11,427 new COVID-19 cases, taking country's daily above 1,757,000. Recovery rate reaches 97%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can follow on Impact TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Awava Fongdok Java, Equai Pumna Makpukari, the Swiki Gateki Haiduna Takbi Tambiramba.